Apologies for his lateness. Oh, he's here. Right.
Sorry. What was saying 1 o'clock? I was trying to get breakfast.
No, man. Come sit down. Right, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining us here at the Grosvenor House today for a press conference for Dereck Chisora and Tyson Fury. Their postponed fight will now be taking place on the 29th of November at the XL Centre in Docklands. Obviously, it was a great shame the fight got postponed first time round. We all know why that happened, so I don't think we need to go into the details of that. The most important thing is that the fight is on. It's still an eliminator for the chance to fight Vladimir Klitschko, and as I say, it's not changed what the fight is to postpone. It's still a competitive heavyweight fight. It's probably the best heavyweight fight I think that's certainly been around for the last year or so. I can't think of any heavyweights, certainly at the level of these two guys who've got it on, and it is a fight that everybody's got a view about. Whether it's an even money fight or not, I don't know. Maybe one of these guys shades it as a favourite, but the fact of the matter is, this is going to be a fight for the right to fight Klitschko. So they both know what they're up against and what they have to do, and how important it is for their future. Before we just go any further, Tyson, as you know, we went before the board a couple of weeks ago and was fined for things that happened in the past. That's all behind us now, and we just want to focus on the fight. I may be a little bit responsible as well for that, because obviously, you know, press conferences, I should have controlled it better, so I've got to hold my hands up. I allowed it to get a little bit out of hand, so I should accept I do accept some of the blame for that. As I say, this is a good fight. We've got all the guys here. We've got Mick Hennessy, who's Tyson's promoter and co-promoter on this fight. Peter Fury, his uncle and trainer. Obviously Tyson's here. Dereck and Don Charles, who trains Dereck. I think I'm just going to throw it out to you guys for questions. You probably only get answers from Dereck, but I'm going to leave you to get on with it and do what you got to do, boys. Be creative. Are there any questions?
I want to start off by, I'll answer your question in a minute. With my hand, it happened on the last week of sparring. Hair infraction, I twisted it, but I didn't want to tell Frank, but it's only afterwards he saw me and he sent me to a physio, told me go see the physio, and then got a scan, the whole lot, and he told me it was cracked. So I pulled out the fight, which is disappointing for the fans and for the Tyson Fury camp, because I think they were well prepared for this fight, same as my camp, and we were looking forward to this fight. But now it's back, and I personally think this is going to be one of those great fights again. You know, it didn't happen in Manchester, now it's happening in London in the XL, so you know, on Box Nation. So it's going to be a great fight for me and for Tyson, and let the best man win.
Peter, Tyson's got his mask in tape, so I presume he's not going to speak to us. Could you tell us why he's wearing the tape?
Well, we've decided to tone it down a little bit because the Boxing Board of Control wanted that. So we've just toned it down a little bit, as you can see. So we've got a Boxing Board of Control dummy, which is what they wanted. And we've got Bill and Ben, the flower pot men, sat next to him. So we've done a few flowers this morning, and we're here to pretend boxing, as far as the Boxing Board of Control are concerned. So any questions, fire away. Doing my best in between watering my flowers.
How's training on, Tyson? Can we ask that Tyson actually paid the fine?
He's there was something put in place, a procedure put in place for him to do so, and that will take part over this fight in the next couple of months.
Plan to pay in £1 coins or anything spectacular like that?
No, nothing like that. Just for the next fight.
Peter, you obviously feel aggrieved by the actions of the board, is that so?
No, I don't feel aggrieved at all. You know, Tyson misconducted himself, and he's paid the price for it. I'm not sure about the fine, but the board was in the right place to give what they done. However, you know, me and Mick was disrespected by them, and that's another matter entirely. So that's where we are. But don't want to go into that. And that's about it. But you know, Tyson needed to be reprimanded. That's what they're there for, and he takes it on the chin. So that's where we are.
Is this bout of silence going to go on all the way through up until the fight, or are you going to speak?
Who knows? Tyson's his own man.
Thumbs up or down?
That means sod off.
If we take a collection and we start,
Sorry?
if we take up a collection, play the final and start to talk.
Well, so you have to go around quite a few times, 15 grand's worth. It's quite an expensive collection, that'll be.
How were you disrespected, John? What happened there?
We went there with Tyson, obviously. Myself and Peter, you know, deal with the day-to-day business around Tyson, so we're in a position where we know everything that's going on at all times. And both of us, you know, they wouldn't have us in the meeting, and both of us were sat outside for the whole procedure.
But sure, I've always thought that you could take a licence holder in the meeting with you. It's in the regulations.
Yeah, I mean, he went in with his QC. Someone who's down here as his manager at present.
Would you have any plans to appeal or go to the Board of Sports Arbiters?
Because I wanted to appeal to him out.
Fine.
Yeah.
We're just going to crack on and move on and get this fight done. I mean, there's all sorts of things we could have done, but we just want this fight to happen. It's a great fight, and you know, we don't want anything stolen in it. So we're just going to, you know, the fine's there, going to be paid from the next fight, and you know, Tyson is going to move on with his career.
I would hope the masking tape is coming off for the fight.
Well, it sounds like everyone wants to chip in together to get the old Tyson fight to me.
Yeah, I mean, we've been missing a character, haven't we, in British boxing for a long time.
For sure.
Mick, joking aside, from what happened to the last press conference to what's going on now, surely we could try to balance somewhere in between.
Well, look, you know, at the end of the day, you need characters to be able to be themselves, whatever they're confronted with. You know, sometimes you're going to get a gentleman in Tyson, but if he's rubbed up the see another side. Surely, you know, at the end of the day, he should be allowed to be himself. So, you know, if he keeps, we could be in jeopardy of this fight not happening. So we all want this fight to happen on this table. So this is what this is about.
How so? In this fight not happening?
Well, look, if he'd have got a long suspension, this fight wouldn't be happening now, would it?
All we're asking for is to just discuss with us the fights.
Sorry, say it again.
We're just here to get in sports and the fights. Surely he can articulate what he thinks about the fights.
I'm sure he can, he's his own man, but I think we've done a lot of press conferences and you've heard his thoughts on the fight, so I think for this one he wants to, you know, sit this one out.
You can speak to Dereck. What's happening there? That's not make that one what fits me, sir.
What do you think of the take across the mount, Derek?
We've seen it all before on this style, but I get his point. You know, £15,000 for anyone to pay this day and age is too much money. You know, at least he's going to pay the fine. He's not getting banned from boxing for about at least a year. As you said in the previous, he gives us to his kids to go to the corner shop, so I think it will be easy for him to just brush off the side and just go on with his own business, you know. So what he's doing is right. I wouldn't say anything if I got charged £15,000 fine. When they charged me, how much? 2,000. I was in pain. So can you imagine him right now?
Were you greatly offended by what happened at the press conference?
Why? This is boxing. This is a fight game, guys. You don't understand. You know, it's like this. When the fight's announced, let's say preview to about 10, 12 weeks, it's all la-di-da-di. It's all shaking hands, let the best man win. But when you're in the gym for the last 8 weeks, 10 weeks, training hard, and then it's come to the crunch time, you know, your focus is not going in the ring and trying to be a chess player. You're looking to kill the other guy on the other side, you know, because he wants to take something which is yours and things like that. So it's boxing, you know. It's one of those sports we got. And I don't blame him. I'll keep that tape on in my training camp, even in all the interviews I do. But I think we should put a wager on right now. Would he keep that tape on for the rest of the eight weeks?
What's the wager going to be then, Dereck?
Whatever you lot want.
I think no more wagers after that last board meeting.
No, but the wager we're doing here is, can he keep it for the next 8 weeks on? Every interview he does, he has to keep it on. He can take it off when he's training, but every interview he does, he has to keep it on.
But you know, it's a fact. You know, as what Dereck just said. You look at some of the press conferences that certainly recently over the last few months, you've seen Mayweather and Nadal pushing each other and scuffling around. In the past, you've seen people like, you know, Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis, all the rolling about and the biting, whatever. There was no physical. Thankfully, there's nothing physical happened, and it was unfortunate what was said, and I'm sure more than anybody. You know, Tyson regrets that now, but we are where we are, and the fight is on. That's the most important thing. A lot of people thought this fight wasn't going to take place. It's on, and tickets have gone extremely well for it. This is the place where it should have been taking place in the first instance. Is in London. It's a London fight. There's no doubt about it. It's a capital fight, and we've got a fabulous undercard that we're having a press conference for on Thursday, which I think is going to be quite exciting as well. You know, there's about 4 or 5 even money fights also on the undercard. I think it's the best boxing card to take place this year in the UK, and I include Frock and Groves because I don't think Frock and Groves was any way near an even money fight to start with. The show that we're putting together, these are, you know, toss of a coin job, and I think that, you know, the fans are going to be in for a sensational night with them.
Can you articulate with your hands how many rounds this fight will last, please, Tyson?
What's your view of the outcome? We've seen Tyson's death.
Pardon?
We've seen Tyson's view of the outcome. What's your view?
I think if he keeps chucking those signs, I think he'll get up a £50,000 fine. So.
That was one round. One round.
Did he say 1 round with his middle finger?
1 round.
Yeah, we'll see. It's all part of the game, though, fellas. Let's be honest with you. It's all part of the game. He can say what he wants to say. I'm not going to drop in that. I don't want to pay a £15 fine because I can go a different way, but I'm not like that anymore. I've changed. You know, my anger management class has been great on me, so it's all been going well.
He just said to me, "Wish he'd keep his big hand shut."
Nick, after the press conference, what happened is Tyson was discovered. You're going to stay, you're going to leave. 2 words.
Yeah, stay.
You stay.
Are there any more questions? To Dereck.
So Dereck, what's your prediction for the outcome? Are you going to knock him out? Are you going to take him distance?
I'll knock him out. Knock him out. It's a simple fact, man.
Number, can you put a round number on that? Or will you?
We're gonna knock him out. Yeah. We don't know why around it, but we're gonna knock him out. We're gonna stop him. Great.
Are there other questions? Well, what we'll do is you can do one-on-ones. And good luck to you. And all that sail with you. So I'll leave that one to you. And thanks a lot for coming along. Thursday, as I say, we've got a real good lineup of fights to announce. And as I say, it's going to, it's quite exciting, very exciting. I want to thank our sponsors, Raynham Steel and 666Bet, for sponsoring the event. As I say, the tickets are going well. This is going to be sold out there. The full capacity there is 20,000, and if that's not sold out, then something's wrong in this business. We're out already up to 12,500 tickets sold. So this is going to fly, especially when we announce the undercard on Thursday. I'm sure everybody's done. I might leave it to you, and good luck.